What's good, fam? It's your boy Jorge. Welcome back to another episode. Today in the studio, I got Meg, as always. Not always, but people were asking about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're
That's
like,
nice.
is that the co-host now? And I said, well, I mean, she comes on the show.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. And I also have the owner, the creator of Sierra Soapbox Candle Co.
Greetings.
Hannah. How's
Happy
it
to be
going?
here.
How's life?
Everything is great. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for coming on the show. I'm excited to talk about some candles.
I know it's probably not a topic you've ever talked about on this
Yeah.
show.
I just said that and all the guys just like exited out.
Please don't leave. She's really cool.
I'm secretly a teenage boy.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So how's everything? You're from the area here?
I'm actually from the East Coast. I
Okay.
grew up in Virginia, and I went to college out there. And then eventually I decided that I wanted to become a snow bum or ski bum, so I moved out west.
And in that area, there are a lot of skiing, snow bums type deal.
In Virginia?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Isn't Virginia very East Coast, like
It's very
Boston
East Coast.
type?
So Virginia's more in the middle, Boston's up north.
Okay. So you don't get too much snow or yes?
It's mostly ice.
Okay.
So not the same as West Coast mountain skiing.
Powder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where'd you go to school out there?
I went to the George Washington University.
How was that?
It was great. I have a bachelor's in international relations and conflict resolution where I focus on Middle Eastern terrorism and human trafficking.
Wow, you're like
And now I
really
make
smart.
candles.
You're the girl from Scandal.
I was hoping to be like 0 Dark 30, but here we are.
Okay. I know the name, but I don't know if I'm that familiar with that one.
She found bin Laden.
Yeah,
That was my goal.
that was a good movie.
It was good.
That's cool. You seen Scandal though?
No.
No? With Kerry Washington? It's all like, now I believe it because it's all about like the government. She's like a image person. So like makes things go away and happen and everything like that. So there's like a lot of cover-ups in the government.
Like a PR person.
Yeah, basically. But she was like very involved. She was like banging the president and stuff.
Nice.
I've never done that.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know with the guy in office now, but it could happen. Not with you, but
Not with
someone
me.
else.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you came out to the West Coast.
I moved to Mammoth. I
Okay.
decided I was going to be, a little mountain gremlin for a while. And then after about 10 years, I said I should probably get a real job somewhere. Also living in a mountain town, it's super hard to buy a house. Everything is tourism based. So ended up moving to Nevada.
And you live in an area that's still kind of the same?
Yeah, I fucked up and I moved up to Tahoe. So I'm just a real big sucker for shoveling, I guess.
Yeah. That's wild. So was it a big culture shock? I mean, you kind of were expecting that too, what you wanted to do, right? Moving from the East Coast to here, just these small towns are, like you're saying, like tourist snow destinations.
I wanted to get out of the city. I wanted to be more outdoorsy. So all the hobbies I wanted to do weren't really an East Coast thing. So I wanted to ride dirt bikes. I wanted to ski. I wanted to ride snowmobiles. So that's kind of the reason why I came out here.
Okay.
And now I just snowmobile.
Okay. So what do you think about the area here though?
I love living out here. I love how scenic it is, and all the freedoms you have out here. Back east, it's super humid. You're always stuck in traffic. There's nothing really outdoorsy that you can do besides let's walk around a mall. So out here, it's a huge lifestyle change.
Yeah, but out there, like, I think what the cool thing is, like, my son really likes to travel and do all that stuff. Like, East Coast, a lot of the states are pretty close together where you can visit other states.
One of the biggest things that I saw when I moved to Mammoth is it took me 7 hours to get to San Diego.
Yeah.
It takes me 5 hours to get to LA. When I was in school, I was partying. I'd go up to New York, go down to Miami. It'd be like, 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it's wild how big California is and how long it takes to get across Nevada.
Yeah. And we're living in like probably this area, the second biggest city in Nevada, and everything else is just pure desert and sagebrush.
Nothing. Yeah. Mines.
Tweakers.
Meth
Yeah.
labs.
Meth labs.
Yeah, a lot of meth labs. Don't meth around.
No messing
is
around.
our slogan.
That's our motto.
Not even once.
Nope.
No. So do you like the whole community of like the small town up there?
It's super nice living in a neighborhood where you know your neighbors and you look out for your neighbors. the small town feel is really nice to have, especially when they're watching, your house. I'll go and help the elderly neighbors down the street,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
shovel their driveway. One had a tree fall in front of their house and I helped cut it down for them, things like that. It's just nice knowing who you're living around.
Yeah. How long you been up there?
5 years now.
Yeah. You like it better than Mammoth?
Yeah, it's nice being able to go to the grocery store. When I lived in Mammoth, we'd have to come up to Carson, actually, make a trip to Costco, Trader Joe's, and then head back down, and that'd be it for a while because the Vons in Mammoth was so busy all the time with all the LA tourists. Huh. So now it's nice being able to go to Whole Foods or 3 grocery stores whenever you want.
But you guys still come down for that, like to Reno and Carson? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I go to Trader Joe's all the time, and there's always Tahoe people in there.
Yeah.
Like they must not have one in Tahoe.
There's not.
They do have a Whole Foods, though. It's South
They do?
now.
Oh, okay.
And a Target's going in at State Line, so
Oh, yeah.
very
Kids
fancy.
love Target.
Love my Target.
Yeah. Kids, they get like little ices there at the Starbucks inside of Target. So they love that. Mm-hmm. And all the Pokemon cards. When did you decide, was it an accident or you just kind of were like, how'd you get into it? The candle.
So I think it's 2 years ago now.
Okay.
When we had that giant snowstorm where, power's going out for days and days at a time. Couldn't get out of our neighborhood and it wasn't even fun to snowmobile anymore. Mm-hmm. So I needed like an indoor hobby. And so I said, I'm going to make some candles. Power's probably going to go out at some point. Tired of running the generator.
Right.
So I made a handful of candles and that's kind of where this started. So I say it was created out of cabin fever because there was really nothing else to do.
Okay. So I kind of thought, I didn't really look too deep into it because I knew we were going to talk. So I kind of thought you were one of those businesses that were created during COVID, but close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Very
So
isolation.
2023. Yeah. When you first did that, did you just have an idea what to do or you just kind of look it up real quick and then you just made it?
So it kind of, I had been making candles here and there just as a side hobby, a little kit on Amazon, nothing too professional. But it really started when the Airbnbs down the street decided to park in our driveway because it was already plowed. Or, we had a generator. Oh, can we come charge our phone? Can you plow the street out to the highway because we can't get our Tesla out? And so the first candle started as my rage candle. Locals only, smells like you can't park there.
Oh, okay.
Just out of being inconvenienced by these Airbnbs that came up that were clueless.
And that stuff is the little things you put on the label.
Mm-hmm. So each label speaks to something that either made me mad or inconvenienced me. So these are my rage candles.
Which ties into the name, soapbox. Like you're standing on your soapbox.
Ranting.
So none of them are actually happy candles.
There's a couple happy candles, but mostly rage.
Yeah.
Snarky.
Okay.
Snarky.
Maybe.
Very sarcastic.
Yeah.
So the soapbox came from, me being annoyed.
Okay.
And Sierra is kind of where we're based. So Sierra Soapbox.
Uh-huh.
And that's the story of the name.
Okay. So is this something that you're doing full time now or you're still kind of have a...
It's like a second full-time job.
Okay. Second full time.
Yeah. When I get home from my real job, it's packing orders, making candles.
Mm-hmm.
Every weekend I have to pour hundreds of candles to get out for shipments or wholesalers.
Mm-hmm. So when you first started, you started because, your power went out and everything. You kind of had a little bit of experience making candles. At what point did you, because it's been such a short time, but at what point were you like, I'm actually going to make this a business?
So I started making labels as a joke because my friends in Mammoth, they understand the same thing. Can't get out of their driveway.
Yeah.
Running the snowblower all the time. So I sent them some of these candles as a gift and they thought it was funny. So they said, oh, you should probably sell these.
Okay.
And then so I posted some on Instagram thinking, this is kind of a joke, but also what a fun little hobby. And then I had some businesses reach out to me saying they wanted to stock my candles.
Isn't that the best when you actually like give something to a friend and they like support you 100% where they're like, hey, you should do this. This is really cool. Like you should make a business.
Yeah. I love my real job, but on the side, I didn't think this would be as successful as it's been.
Right.
Just out of a hobby on a whim.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so your original candles to like the candles now, you've changed formulas or like how what's that whole process like?
So they're made out of soy wax, which is kind of the popular thing right now, but it's also when people are more cognizant of what they're burning in their house, what you're inhaling, especially people that are like more health conscious. So soy wax is like a clean plant-based wax.
It's more expensive?
Not necessarily. What you get at Bath and Body Works or, you know, Marshall's, they're usually like paraffin based, which is petroleum based. And people are saying it's not as healthy, not as clean to burn. So, you know, being a little hippie that I am, living in Tahoe, I said soy wax. That's the way to go.
Okay.
And then the wick is cotton, made out of cotton, which is cleaner than, you know, a zinc wick, which is, you know, you're burning metal and petroleum in your house and inhaling it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw a Joe Rogan clip and he was talking about how candles are actually really bad for you. Like, you know, you light like the ones you're talking about, the scented ones from those like cheap stores like that. You know, he said that, you know, you light them up in your house and then you're just passing by breathing that stuff and it's pretty bad for your health, I guess.
And not only that, if you have pets or children too, especially with children, if their lungs are still developing. And I have 2 dogs and I love them. So I would hate for, you know, whatever I'm burning at home to make my house smell better, make them sick.
Okay.
So I was pretty adamant about using things that are cleaner to burn and that are more eco-conscious.
Yeah. Do you market that at all?
Yeah, I mention it.
Okay.
But it's not, you know.
So I think it's very important because we are at an age where like podcasts are like king, and just the age of information where everyone's actually getting information, not just fed from, you know, the people just want to make themselves rich and sell stuff. So they're like, hey, this is great for you. But, you know, we're actually getting the true information nowadays. So I think that's very important because I would prefer to buy something like that than the ones I guess we have been buying.
Yeah.
So it's, so it's good. Market it.
Not synthetic oils or like it's real essential oils, right?
So everything that goes into this candle, it's the purest, cleanest, highest quality I can buy to make these candles. So the oils that go in are not, you know, harmful, no carcinogens, no phthalates. There's phrases that are used to make sure that these are clean scents.
Yeah.
So it's healthier to burn.
Right. Yeah, that's very important. So I got one here. Feral AF. Smells like getting unruly, causing a ruckus. I like causing a ruckus.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, and then pine needles and grapefruit. So the scent is pine needles and grapefruit.
Yep.
And the other stuff is just the aura it gives you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever I was feeling at the time.
Okay. So if I light this in my house and I'm breaking things, I might have to call you.
Yeah.
My wife's gonna be pissed.
Turn into a feral raccoon.
Yeah. So this is 7.2 ounces. Is this the only size you have? Or do you have
No,
bigger?
I make a bigger size as well, but this is the standard amber jar. Burns approximately 40 to 50 hours.
Wow.
So pretty good little guy.
Yeah, I don't know much about candles, but
They
I
last
do like
a long
them.
time. For that size of candle, I can attest. They last a long time.
That's crazy. So you advertise pine needles and grapefruit, and that's exactly what I got.
Perfect.
You know, sometimes you don't smell certain things.
Success.
Oh, that's cool. And you have a website?
I do.
What's your website?
Sierra Soapbox Candle Co.com.
Okay. How long have you been running that? Like right from the get-go?
From the get-go, yeah.
Okay.
I started Instagram and a website, and I've been maintaining that this whole time. And then whenever I get bored, I try to spruce it up a little bit.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
This one smells more like a perfume or cologne.
It's smoky santal and sandalwood.
So this is your first one that you made? The locals only?
I thought I could save some money on making them myself too. So not only for power outages, but also to save myself money because the candles I do like are, $80. So I try to replicate one that I liked, and that's what locals only came from.
Oh, okay. And how much do you sell these for?
$22.
Oh, $22. $22 all day, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
That one smells really good, that locals
Yeah.
only.
I like that one a lot too.
Sunday morning?
Locals only is one of my favorites. Sunday morning's really good.
See, my wife would love this. It's funny you say you love it. This is totally like what she buys.
Yeah.
It's almost like a holiday cookie type smell, but it's milk and cinnamon chai, coconut milk and cinnamon chai. Yeah.
So good.
Sunday morning smells like everyone leaving town. So that's actually a happy one.
Yeah, that's actually
all
good.
the
Everyone's
tourists,
leaving. Yep.
Yeah, all
There
the
you go.
tourists are leaving town, and yeah, you're happy.
Yeah, that is a happy one.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Let me get to the post office and the grocery store. Get out of here.
And your Instagram is also Sierra Soapbox Candle Co.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys make sure you go check them out. $20 gets you one of these. This is awesome. That locals only smells so good.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah. The other ones smell really good too. But you know,
I'm partial to a couple more than others.
It's your preference. I like kind of like elegance and like, might sound weird, but like, you know, you go to a grocery store and that older lady's there in her perfume or something. I like those type of smells. So like
a musky,
not older lady,
amber.
but you know, just
I try to go for like earthy, nothing too artificial.
Yeah,
so
earthy's a good word. Yeah.
My best seller though last summer was Sunny Side Up, and it was like an orange creamsicle vanilla.
Oh wow.
And I hated it. I hate that scent profile. I hate fruity and vanilla. Couldn't keep it in stock.
Really?
But locals only. That's my favorite.
How many SKUs do you have?
How many? Sorry.
SKUs, like how many different
products?
Oh no, just different
flavors.
Yeah.
Flavors.
So it's rotate. It rotates throughout the year.
So you don't have a set. You have a set amount, and then you bring out seasonal ones.
Yeah. So I've year round. I keep locals only. Sunday morning, dark skies, and which is like a Negroni sea salt citrusy, which has been super popular.
What'd you say? Negroni?
Negroni.
Negroni. It's like a cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that the hard?
No, I was like, what is that?
Hard envy.
Okay, so yeah, so you have the
I have
ones.
the year-round ones, and then I have some seasonal ones.
Yeah.
So coming out, we have spring and summer, and right now, all of my fall winter stuff is kind of fading away.
And your most favorite one, well, not yours, but like your fan favorite out of the ones you always stock is what?
Probably Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
That one's year-round.
That's a real girly one, I think.
It's pretty girly.
Yeah.
And it's a little. I mean, like the cinnamon chai is a little more sweet than I normally like to burn in my house. So I'm usually locals only, and then Base Camp is a teakwood and tobacco one, kind of spicy.
Oh,
Ooh, that one's good. Yeah. I just went
Base
through that
Camp.
one.
That sounds like more like a man.
It's
pretty
pretty
manly.
yeah.
But it's good.
For the bachelor out there, make sure you get Base Camp.
Yeah.
$20.
Father's Day is coming up.
That is true.
Valentine's Day is coming up. True.
What do you recommend for Valentine's Day?
I have one called Love Potion right now.
Oh, Love Potion number 9.
Yep, just
Jack like
number
that.
1. Yeah. It's rose petals, blackberry, green leaves.
Oh, you should have brought that.
I should have.
I like rose petals.
Do you?
Like roses. Yeah.
I just did a workshop at South Lake Brewing Co. Where we all blended our room sprays.
Okay.
And then I talked about, scent notes, scent profiles, what goes into each of these blends.
Yeah.
And then everyone made their own room spray.
Okay, so you're kind of branching out and doing things like that as well. I saw that your candles are also offered like in one of those subscription boxes.
Yep.
What is that?
So Velabox reached out to me, and they are a nationwide subscription company where they make candles and a little extra product for all their subscribers. And so I was their January candle maker of the month.
Oh, okay.
And so that went out across the country, and then it resulted in residual sales coming from like Connecticut for my own website.
Yeah, wow. That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I do like the subscription boxes. I had one back in the day when I worked in corporate America in marketing. I had one that was like a golf subscription based. I didn't have, I used it. And my thought was, I'll get nice polos for the golf course type deal. And I could also wear them at work all the time because that was the dress code. And it they just disappointed. So then I just stopped doing it. But I did see that, and I'm like, that's cool because maybe you're not going to get your candles because you're not aware of them. You get them in the box, and all of a sudden you're like, this is amazing.
It really opened up my Instagram followers to a whole new set of people. I was getting orders from places I don't think I'd ever reach. East Coast, which was super surprising to me. Georgia, just no one I would ever think I would reach normally.
You should make an East Coast exclusive one.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because, when I think of East Coast, I think New Yorkers and how they act and stuff like that. So you should make one because it kind of fits
Since you're familiar with that, maybe you can come up with something funny.
Smells like gridlock traffic and humidity.
Yeah, and bugs.
Oh, yeah, so many bugs. Yeah.
Bug bites.
Smells like I'm never going back.
Oh, you make one for the bugs.
Oh, I do make one for the bugs.
Oh, you do?
Yep. It's called Beat It Kooks.
Beat It Kooks?
Yep. Citronella, lavender. And then I also make these little fire starters. So if you have a campfire over the summer, it has the citronella added to it.
Oh, okay.
So
I have a fireplace, and I was going to say, let me hook me up, but no, that's for the outside, outdoors.
Use it for that though too.
Well,
they work really well.
I mean, I guess your house would smell like it though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the biggest fan of the citronella.
Yeah, it's only good outside, I think.
And that's not bad for you?
No.
Citronella?
Yeah, it's pretty natural.
Oh, okay.
That and the lavender. It's supposed to be the natural way to keep mosquitoes away.
Yeah.
Should make a DEET flavored candle.
Ooh, yeah.
Very chemically.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that subscription box was called what?
Vela Box.
Vela Box. And that's kind of been like one of your biggest.
That was pretty big. Mammoth Mountain started carrying my candles, and June Mountain.
Okay. That's the ski resort?
Yep, the ski area. I made custom candles for them for their retail stores, and that's been also pretty good.
Yeah. And they have them out in their lobbies or anything like that?
Yeah, they're in their retail stores, in the lodges.
So. Okay. That's pretty cool. What else have any other big places have reached out to you? No?
Nothing. I try to stick to local businesses.
Oh, okay. And that's because you're doing the marketing, you're reaching out to people, or just people see you online and then kind of reach out to you?
Yeah. So the majority of my wholesalers, they see my Instagram or someone sends them one of my posts. They think it's funny. And then they hit me up and say, can we stock your candles, or can we do a collab or something like that? And I think it's super important to keep, local business local.
Yeah.
So if I can stock somebody up at the lake, then those dollars go back into the same community versus, trying to get stock somewhere else.
Yeah. And that's actually really cool because it's like the people want to work with you. It's not like you're like really, you're not like, hey, Walmart, carry my stuff. It's the actual local businesses reaching out to you.
Yeah.
So that must make you feel like proud or special.
Yeah, I'm super proud of it, and it's been a lot of hard work. But I think it's important, especially when it's so easy to buy something on Amazon. Let's go to Marshall's to that giant candle aisle to keep, your local dollar in your community. Because when you support your local businesses, that means these people can also support their families.
And at what stage do you think you need to get, or maybe that's your goal for 2025, but to kind of make this your full-time job?
Oh, it'll never happen.
No?
No.
You love your other job?
I love my other job.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing.
I love health insurance.
Yeah. I love it too.
Yeah.
I love having it.
401ks.
Yeah.
HSA cards.
Yes. I get hurt too much snowmobiling to make this my full-time job.
Yeah.
You need to have it where you have like a part-time helper or get to that point.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
I try to get my other half to help me with packaging some of this stuff, and he has no idea.
No?
It's you put the boxes together wrong. So I really only trust him to put the warning labels on the bottom. And that's about it.
Okay.
And then he'll take everything in the post off.
Yeah, this one's falling off. I mean, might not discipline him when you get home.
Yeah. I'm going to take his lunch money away.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, it's an everyday grind. You wake up and go to do health insurance and then come back home and you're like, oh, got to fulfill all these orders.
Yep. As soon as I get home, I put my stuff down, try to get dinner going. And then in the meantime, start assembling boxes, getting orders packaged up.
Was there a time, do you remember your first time where like you got so many orders, you're like, holy shit, like I can't believe it?
Yeah, that was this last month.
Oh,
because
really?
of Vela Box.
Oh.
I was coming home and packaging 7 to 8 orders every single night. And I said, holy shit, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then that's when I try to get my other half to help me.
With that box subscription, so you were kind of featured as you said January. I'm sure it went really good for them and they probably got some good feedback or people hitting them up saying like, hey, I love that candle. So is there a possibility you get featured again this year, or how does that work? Do you talk to them?
Probably not again this year, but I don't know. I should probably ask them. I think it did really well for them too.
Yeah.
And I think people were pretty interested in the scents. There was a couple of YouTube features about them, and they said that it's something they hadn't smelled before or even thought to make. So
yeah,
it was pretty nice to hear.
Do you remember what scents were in there?
Yeah. Après ski, and that's like a campfire marshmallow mixed with Palo Santo. So it's kind of woodsy, but also a little bit sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
And then Dark Skies, which is what I mentioned earlier. The citrusy and Negroni scent with sea salt. And then Field Trip, which was a pistachio shortbread and kind of woodsy. I brought that one. You can smell it.
Yeah. And how do you come up with these smells?
So I start off with my rage and we channel it into a label.
Oh, okay.
And then I think, what is this going to smell like? What do I want it to smell like? I obviously lean towards more earthy scents than like, sugary, sweet, artificial ones. And then it somehow comes together, and then here we are.
And how do you go about, you just kind of, is there a place you go to get these scents and smell them beforehand, or you just kind of think of it and then order the stuff and then?
I think of it and then I order everything.
Okay.
And then I've ordered so much stuff over the past 2 years that I don't even really need to order any more of the sample size.
Okay. Have you ever done something that just smelled so awful?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was that? On purpose or an accident?
I mean, both.
Yeah,
There's some stuff that
out.
smells
well, what was
like
that?
absolute dog shit.
Yeah, what was that accident that you thought was going to be great, but it wasn't?
So I wanted to make a dog sort of smell like dog feet, like the Frito feet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The yeasty paws.
Yeah.
So I tried to make some blends that kind of replicated it.
Oh, my God.
And
it smelled like it.
it like smelled like burnt asshole. Some of them.
Huh.
That'd be wild.
Do you know what that
That's
smells
funny.
like?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I've seen where they do, I don't know, like weird hot dog scented candles and crazy stuff like that. But
Yeah.
that's a lot more creative. That's funny. But
Yeah, it was not good.
I'm sad that didn't turn out.
Yeah, I'm probably not.
It's kind of a weird one.
That
Yeah.
would've been
We
funny.
don't have any dogs, so
You don't know. So if you have dogs, when you smell their paws, it kind of smells like chips.
like
Like
corn chips.
It's
Fritos?
Fritos. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's the type of like bacteria that naturally lives on their feet and stuff. I don't know.
So I thought I'd mix. I found like a masa harina oil with some baguette.
Like bread.
You're
That's crazy.
you're not just a candle maker. You're like a mad scientist in there.
Chemist.
Potion. Yeah, chemist. The alchemist.
Mixologist.
Yeah.
I like mad scientist. That
Yeah.
sounds a little bit more feral and unhinged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What plans you got for 2025?
I'd like to do a couple more workshops. I have one tentatively planned for March up in Incline with Tao Gifting Company. I don't really want to expand anymore. I'd just like to focus on the accounts I already have and then kind of dial in, some of these weirder ideas I have for candle scents.
Let's do a workshop in here.
Heck yeah.
Get some people from down here in the Carson Valley area.
Easily.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It'd be super fun. I can bring some interesting things for you to smell, and then you can figure out if it goes together or not.
Are you a big smeller? Like you have to smell everything
I have to smell everything. I have to test burn everything. I carry $1 million insurance policy for, commercial liability. So I will not sell something I haven't burned all the way through a couple times or haven't smelled thoroughly.
So it's a process. You can't just you can't be impatient.
She's also a perfectionist. So that's where a lot of this is coming from. But that's a good thing because that's why your stuff is so high quality and so good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What a great friend. See,
I know,
that's what
so
I'm talking
good.
about.
That's why I give her so many candles.
Yeah, that's good. That's cool. Yeah, I think the whole workshops. But do you do the workshop? What's the process of the workshop? Is the end result to make your own candle?
We
at the workshop?
can make a room spray, we can make a candle, we can make a wax
okay.
melt. So whatever the end product is could be whatever you want. So we start off by talking about, what goes into these scents, what are the different aspects of the profile that we want to accomplish. Are you familiar with Are you familiar with the fragrance wheel?
No.
It's kind of like the color wheel from elementary school.
Oh, okay.
So if you have corresponding notes or kindred notes, depending where they are on the fragrance wheel, can kind of tell you, what is this going to smell good or is this going to smell like dog farts?
So Fritos wasn't on the fragrance wheel?
No, it was not. They did not go together.
I don't know if it was because of following you and I saw this. It might have been on your page or whatever. But there's a place in Reno that does like a build your own candle and wine type deal. Like the Picasso and wine. You draw. It's like they teach you how to draw the thing and then you drink wine. Have you done that stuff?
No, not yet.
Okay. But that's something you'd be interested in doing?
Yeah. So that's also one of the goals for this upcoming year.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some of those candle pouring workshops.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's cool. So it's not just the candle. You got the other side stuff going on.
I do Made in Tahoe, those big events too.
Okay.
So
What would you call that? Like an artisan fair, craft fair? What would?
yeah, it's
Local-
like a local Tahoe-based craft fair,
Yeah.
but it brings a ton of people over to Palisades. So
Yeah. Speaking of Tahoe, you see the stuff going on with that dude from Tahoe?
oh my God, I can't get enough.
Which
The-
one? What?
Tahoe Heartbeat.
Tahoe Heartbeat
Oh,
like
yeah,
brand.
yeah,
It
yeah. I
made
read a
it to
couple blurbs.
SF Gate this morning, I think.
Yeah.
So wild.
Do you know the guy?
I don't know that guy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that is either.
His logo is not great.
No, not a fan.
Not a fan.
Well, so I'm not, from the area, so I don't really see it too much. But like I know, like Tahoe, like how you created this, like it's the community. So I know it's like pretty big. So I can imagine why his brand was pretty big. It's a Tahoe brand, and people love that stuff up there.
Rayleigh's even carries it.
Yeah,
Or
not
did at
anymore.
one point
Yeah.
in Reno. I saw it before.
Yeah, I think
I was like-
Rayleigh's started pulling all of his stuff out this week.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's a pretty big deal up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there was a kind of a protest yesterday up at the lake about, no one's illegal or no one's, I think the big phrase he said was these illegally bred children.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of signs about no one's illegally bred and, stop the fascisms kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Oof. He doesn't have a PR department either. So
yeah,
Yeah. He's kind of done.
Look to
All
you.
that just because you wanted to just be clever and your opinion mattered that much.
yeah.
everything on the internet is forever.
Yeah.
And if someone screenshots it fast enough,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's kind of,
Yeah, isn't that wild? Like when you put stuff online, people are going to see it and then
Yeah.
there could be consequences.
yeah. And then your apology is only the result of losing business.
Yeah, and it wasn't the greatest one either. It was almost like I'm just doing this because I pissed you guys off.
Yeah,
but
I'm
that's
sure.
I don't really care type
Yeah.
deal. Which I think, like you should have a voice, but there's consequences
Yeah.
for your decisions and like you really wanted to make your voice heard. You did, and now you got to face the consequences. Don't be apologizing. Just stick with what you said, and it is what it is.
Yeah. If you're going to double down on that, then,
I'd have more respect for him for doing that instead of just coming out with an apology. But yeah, it's pretty wild.
yeah. Well, and especially it's such a small community. Everyone knows who you are. The maker of this hat brand.
Yeah,
And you're going to say the things you did and not expect anyone to care, especially this day and age.
yeah,
People are going to speak with their dollar. And if you offend enough people, you're not going to have a business much longer.
yeah. Let that be a lesson. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Watch your mouth, Megan.
I'll watch it.
yeah. We'll close down her online shop real fast.
Yeah, right.
Reselling racism.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
What other plans do you have for 2025?
Hopefully not getting hurt and having to use my health insurance now that it's finally snowed a little
That's a
bit.
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is the snow up there?
Non-existent.
None.
Okay.
It finally snowed this past week, so we got a little bit to go out snowmobiling, but it's been our second day out and it's February.
Is that your favorite thing to do, snowmobile?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Over snowboarding, skiing?
Yeah, when am I going to be able to snowmobile by chance?
We're going to have
Don't-
to bump up your health insurance.
Yeah, I was just about to say, don't let Megan do it because
I got
she'll
good
get
health
hurt.
insurance. It's
She'll get
okay.
hurt. Have you
fine.
ever done the motorcycle like snowmobile? Like
Oh, the
it's like a
timber
motorcycle.
sled?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
motorcycle they just put.
There was so many out yesterday, so I went out to Blue Lakes yesterday to ride, and I guess everyone had the same idea. And I've never seen so many timber sleds in all the years of snowmobiling out there, which was wild. But I think they get stuck pretty easily, and I don't really want that.
They seem like you would tip over a lot easier too than
Do they have the same kind of track, but it's just like skinnier?
Super
Yeah.
narrow. Yeah.
Yeah, see that?
And then it has
I
a
know.
ski in the front.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See where that would get stuck a lot easier.
Yeah. Especially when you start getting deep into backcountry, and then
Yeah. I'm kind of like, why would you take your $10,000 bike and then convert it to that?
yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I have a dirt bike for dirt,
Yeah.
and I have a snowmobile for the snow.
Exactly.
You got to keep them separate.
Yeah.
They're both expensive.
They
Why
both
not?
have their job.
Yeah.
Snowmobile does it pretty well.
Why mush them together and waste all that money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to me, but to each their own.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans? How's the other stuff do for you? Obviously, the candles are probably your best seller, but there was a reason why you wanted to start like the fire stuff and the
Room sprays.
room sprays and stuff like that.
So the fire starters, we have a wood stove. That's our primary heat for our house. And so I use all the leftover wax, the leftover wicks, paper towels, things like that, pine needles from our backyard and little wood chip shavings from our wood pile. And I put them together, and that helps me start a fire without having to be full on Boy Scout. So that gets a fire going for us real quick. So it's easy way to recycle everything that I use just for candle making. And the wax just kind of holds everything together, or does it actually help? Yeah, it just kind of holds it
burn
together.
longer, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then helps me get a
interesting.
piece of wood going quicker than, say, like going out and getting some gas. Very not eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use these little things that are probably not good, but they're like pieces of wood. They're probably like dipped into something.
Oh, yeah.
That makes it start.
Yeah.
They're called like Duraflame or something like that.
I secretly use those for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
When my other half would go to work for a couple days at a time because he was doing firefighting stuff.
Oh, okay.
Then I'd have to heat the house by myself. And I'm like, oh, how can I get this going quicker? And then that's where the fire starters came from. So
Okay.
versus like a blowtorch and a little bit of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then the room sprays, because I have 2 dogs and they smell. So the room sprays are for my car, so I can hit the back seat with them, or, you know, the towels or the couch before people come over. So they all kind of came from a purpose of, you know, something that I can recycle whatever I use already, or making something smell better.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's smart. And you're doing everything that's kind of corresponds with what you already have, and you know, also like I think it's very smart doing the workshops, because you already have this business. Now you're just doing like side parts from that same business.
And it's a lot of the customers I get from the farmers market or these events, because I've, you know, these dedicated repeat customers, and they want to do it themselves, or they want to see how it's made. So I'm more than happy to do these workshops. And so the last one I did, which was my first one, sold out, which was super cool.
Okay.
And it was all these faces I recognized from candle customers.
Yeah, I think it's very smart. You're already have this business, and then you're doing this side part of it, and then people are just as interested, or maybe even more. And then also, like, if that was like your one thing, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna go with my girlfriends or my guy friends, you know.
There were a lot of guys there.
See,
I was very surprised.
Huh.
I'm gonna go with my guy friends, learn how to make candles for all the babes,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And then to impress them, and then you go there and you're like, hey, that girl was really cool, and that's a really cool product. I'm actually going to buy her candles. So it's a win-win either way.
It's surprising how many guys buy my candles, not just for like their moms or their girlfriends or wives, but it's for themselves. And it's really nice being able to hit that part of the market too, because traditionally you think candles only for girls.
Yeah.
But I like to make enough that sense that appeal to that, you know, the guy that doesn't want to smell.
Yeah. Well, it's really for the girls.
It's really for the girl. It's really for me.
It's really for when, you know, you light it up when you got the babe coming over and your place smells great. And the girls are like, wow, this guy really, like, that's the thing. This guy, like, pays attention to the detail, you know,
Plus,
or he's
would
like
be
real
nice.
clean, or, you know, something like that. So
Yeah.
it kind of impresses the girls a little bit more.
That would definitely be points.
Yeah. You go into a guy's house and it smells good. That'd be great.
It smells like Pharaoh AF.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, where'd you get this candle? Oh, I'm supporting a small local business.
And then she's like,
Even more points.
Yeah, more points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
After I go to church, you know, I go online and support local businesses.
What more could you ask for?
We're giving out the blueprint for the guys here, actually. This is why I had you on
notes.
here, because I knew we were eventually going to end up in this conversation, how to get more girls.
Oh, yeah.
And-
if there's one thing I know.
How to get more girls? Yeah, I know. That's why I have you on here. And Megan, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan
Totally.
the wingman.
Yep.
Yep.
Have your house smell good. It'll help win you points.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you could do a collab candle with any company, who would it be and like what would it be?
All companies are bad besides
Anthropology
Sierra Soapbox Candle Co.
or you know what I mean? Like something.
Like Twinkies.
No.
hostess.
Or a person. You could even do like a celebrity collab.
You should do a Post Malone one. It probably stinks.
It probably smell like
Smells like face tats.
Cane's Chicken.
Smells like Cigs and Bush Light or whatever the beer's called.
No, Bud Light.
There's Bush Light, I think.
Oh yeah, there is.
I feel
He
like
drinks Bud Light.
a Shane Gillis candle would be hilarious.
That'd be so great.
Smells
What would
like-
it smell like?
Bud Light.
You call it Down AF?
Yeah. Oh my God. It smells like grilled cheese and Bud Light.
I make them at night.
So funny. Nobody stole that idea.
That'd be
Off
cool.
the internet.
That'd be wild.
I don't know if I can make a grilled cheese smelling candle though.
No.
A
But that
cheese
would go
candle?
with his brand, but
Yeah.
have to be with something else.
We already know I can't make a bread smelling candle.
No.
So that's not going to work.
We'll figure something. We'll find out what he likes.
Okay. Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on Serious Talk, though, would you ever do, because we actually taste tests, or she does, and our other host that comes with us. But would you ever consider, because you're so like wholesome and healthy and stuff like that, like with like Dr. Pepper,
Yeah. Oh.
like because they do that stuff, right? So like a Dr. Pepper candle, like would you actually do that?
That'd be super.
I actually have one for spring that's pretty similar to Dr. Pepper.
Huh.
Cherry Days. It's
Oh.
Dr. Pepper and wood and a little bit of vanilla. But yeah, if someone came and wanted to do something like that kind of aligned with what I believed in.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been described as wholesome though.
I know, right? That was a good word.
Jorge doesn't know me very well.
Soon he'll figure
Hey,
it
I'm
out.
just trying to get the audience, they want to buy from those people.
Yes, wholesome.
Yeah.
Eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Not foul-mouthed and feral.
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's funny. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you partner up with?
Yeah.
Is there candles? I was thinking because me and the boys were watching Mr. Deeds the other day. Have you seen that?
Oh my
Adam
gosh.
Sandler.
It's from forever ago.
Yeah.
You
never
haven't
seen
seen
that?
that?
No,
What?
I don't
She didn't watch TV.
like Adam Sandler.
Oh, that's okay. That's
Oh, I
understandable.
mean, like, who really does? But-
I don't really, but either, to be honest. But
Yeah.
everybody's seen that, I feel
Yeah.
like.
So, but he's like this guy. Point of it is he does like these little greetings sometimes, like in this little town, and everyone's like there to hear him talk about the little what's the card called? They're like greeting cards or Hallmark.
Oh,
So like he submits his own card to Hallmark every month or something like that, and then finally the last one it makes it to Hallmark or something. Is there something like that, like a Hallmark type candle? That's like the big brand candle.
oh, like the most popular
Yeah.
brand, you mean? Probably Yankee Candle
Yankee
or something.
Candle.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah, I've heard of
Candle
that.
and Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, probably just Bath and Body Works too.
No, that's not really it.
I know.
Yankee. I've heard that.
But Yankee, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you be down to collab with a Yankee candle? Or
Oh no, not at all.
No, they're like they would be like the opposite of what you're doing.
They're the
Yeah.
ones that are causing cancer.
Pretty much. They're cancer causing.
It's like a
They're not
mass-produced
funny.
candle that, I'm pretty sure it's like paraffin wax too.
Probably.
And colored and different dyes in
Chemicals.
it and chemicals.
Red 40 you're burning in that.
Yeah,
something.
just straight cancer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cancer
Red 40's
candle.
banned.
Well, hopefully.
I don't know yet, but yeah.
Shit's not good for
Theoretically,
you. But
yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of the opposite of what I like to go for.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant by like the Dr. Pepper thing. It's not like, but I think that smell is I think people love that.
Yeah. You can do a like a slam candle that like slams Yankee Candle.
Ooh.
Like fuck you Yankee Candle. I don't know. We'll think of it.
Okay, we'll work
think
on
of
it. We'll
yeah,
workshop
we'll
it.
work on it.
Yeah. You guys
I'll help
brainstorm
you,
that
yeah,
one.
I'll help you brainstorm. I'd help her brainstorm sometimes.
Do you? Did
Yeah,
you come
I
up
got
with
time.
Feral AF?
No. That
I
was
send
all
you things and then you
I
kind of
sample stuff,
help me. Yeah.
test,
Yep.
designated tester.
Mm-hmm.
It's always
Say.
good.
I don't have enough time to burn everything all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
I gotta outsource it.
Yeah, you need opinions of others,
Have you seen the candle? And I saw it and I was like, I should get that, but then obviously I never did.
Let me guess. Is it Gwyneth Paltrow?
No.
Okay.
That one smelled like her vag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
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 Supposedly.
I wonder who smelt it and was like, or I guess she did. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like the scientist, the alchemist has to go in
Yeah.
there, smell it,
True.
go to the lab and be like,
He's like, wait, let me check again.
let me get this smell wheel,
Yeah.
get all the scents, and then put them together.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, that's what it smells like. Right?
And he's like, let me double check real quick.
Do we
'Cause
think
if she
this
did
is
it-
more seafoody? Do we think
Yeah.
this is more, you know?
If she did
Yeah.
it herself and it smells good, she's lying.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. There's no way she did it herself. She
I think
absolutely
she kind of
outsourced that.
smells like Post Malone and Adam Sandler mixed together
Yeah.
down there.
Do you know what that candle smells like? Like
No.
the scent notes they used in that?
I think it smells like roses.
Really?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
that's what I'm saying.
No.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No way.
No way, Jose. Would the ultimate goal of your business be to like sell it eventually? Or do you want this indefinitely to just use your time and your creativeness?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could ever sell it. I don't think I could ever let go of it
Mhm.
because you know what a perfectionist I am and
Yeah.
how much time and effort I've put into this. And then knowing it all kind of came from my feral little brain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could ever let it go.
Not for $1 million.
Oh my God, we have more than that.
Yeah, it'd have to be way more than that, Megan. Come on.
You're
yeah,
undervaluing me.
You
10
gotta
million.
you gotta sell it and then cover your eyes with the money and not look.
Yeah, it's like that
basically
Woody
Oh.
Harrelson wiping his tears with the dollar bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be you
That'd be me
in your mansion.
with my sparkly boat.
Oh, yes. You would definitely have one by then.
By then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I sold this thing.
hmm But that's not your end goal.
No, I just want to keep it, maintain it, grow a little bit year over year, unless you're the IRS, and then I'm taking consistent losses.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of expenses here.
Uh-huh.
Well, we live in
So much
Donald
overhead.
Trump era now, so the IRS might not be a thing.
That would be amazing
That'd be great.
because I got to find new write-offs,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
maybe charitable donations. I'm thinking about donating a portion of this year's profits to Sierra Avalanche Center.
See, that's where you know you're killing it. You don't see the boys podcast donating to no one.
True.
We need
don't
tax
have-
write-offs.
Don't have anything to donate quite yet.
That's what I'm saying.
We're still working on a sponsor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we got Sierra Soapbox Candle Co.
You're the
over here.
sponsor for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Sierra Soapbox Candle Co.
Feral AF. Smells like putting the FU in fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's one of my little taglines.
Oh, yeah? Okay. I like it.
Thank you.
What would you say is the hardest part, like the hardest task for you as far as like business stuff goes? Making, creating, packaging, or just like tax stuff, number crunching?
The Asian in me loves the Excel spreadsheets.
Good spreadsheet is nice.
Yeah. It's crunching.
You said the Asian in you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm half Korean. Not North.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well,
The good Korean.
that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Continue.
Coming down, so it's like balancing the creative side with the number side. I'd like to do some more expansion, but only if the numbers make sense. So I then have to figure out, how much if I scale up, how much does this all cost me? What can I get this cost down to without
Yeah.
sacrificing anything?
And that part's
Sacrificing
not as fun.
quality.
Yeah, which I won't do. And then how can I, improve anything along the way? Marketing. I love making stickers. So
You're a very good graphic designer, I
Thank
must
you.
say. I always like your designs. I like your fonts.
thank you. Thank you.
I helped create that one though, that design.
Can I pet that? Oh, okay.
Megan helped me with this one.
I inspired it, I guess, maybe we'll say.
Yep. You got the wheels and the
The
hamster
wheels
wheel.
turning.
Yep.
Yeah.
But sometimes also I come up with like a dry spell of creativity,
Right.
and then something's got to irritate me or make me angry, and then I'll have a new name and a new candle.
That's interesting. Do you find that is kind of what sparks it again, or talking to people or engaging with people? So I'm a big of that. Like, I'm kind of alone a lot of the time, which is kind of
Same.
weird saying. But
Same.
when I get around people, like I love people, but then I also hate people. But when I get around people, I get like really motivated. I get like ideas from people, just like kind of just talking. I'm like, stuff like that. So, do you get that, or is it more like that? Something has to happen to you and give you that rage, I guess, that you're saying.
Going to like the farmers markets and all these events, it's really nice talking to people, getting their feedback about candles or whatever. And same, I love people, but I hate people. And so typically what I've found is that all my candle inspiration comes from straight up rage.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of Airbnbs in our neighborhood, and one one family decided they were going to feed this mom and 2 cubs. And they're filming it. They're laughing. They're throwing more food at it. And so I come down the street. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And they said, go back to your house, lady. And I said, no.
Is that what really they said, or they said?
Yeah, they told me, go back to your house,
okay.
lady.
Well, I didn't know if
She
you were
only
just
speaks
saying
the
it
truth.
clean. Saying it clean PG for the kid over there.
Yeah, because it was grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and their kids with birthday cake throwing it at these
Bears?
the bear and then the 2 cubs. And then the coyotes came through, same thing. And so I said, you can't do this here. You know, you're gonna get these bears killed. And sure shit, those bears got shot because of, their reliance on human food.
Yeah, right.
They don't know how to feed themselves. So that inspired me to make another candle, trail mix. It smells like you can't feed the bears kind of thing. And so anytime I get stuck in traffic or I can't pass in the passing lane,
What kind of music do you listen to?
all over the place.
Okay. That doesn't spark anything to you?
I don't know if like Cannibal Corpse really inspires any candles.
I probably should.
Cannibal candle.
Cannibal candle.
What's there was another crazy metal band that had a good name.
I love Mastodon.
Mastodon? Okay, I've heard of them.
But then I also listen to country because I don't want to have to road rage.
Post Malone?
I've never listened to Post Malone.
What?
Post Malone's country?
Really?
Yeah, me neither.
Mm-mm.
You should get into his stuff. Go look at the old stuff too. It's good.
Okay.
Well, his old stuff's like rap though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still good. There's quite a few catchy tunes in there.
Hey, to go back to what like Megan was asking. So the ecosystem up in Lake Tahoe and everything. So say you're, obviously it will happen, and when it does happen, your company just blows up and it goes to a point where you can't really do it out of your house anymore and everything. Is the ecosystem up there like you think you're gonna keep your company there, or you would have to like move somewhere like Reno that has more access to like the shipping areas? It's a lot closer. There's like the winter's not so bad. Have you thought of that?
Like to rent a commercial space?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be crazy expensive up there.
Yeah, I think I could.
You would like to keep it up there?
I'd like to keep it up there. It seems more authentic because
Yeah.
then I say everything is made in Tahoe, and then if I move to
that's
Reno,
true.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
And I'm on real good terms with our, post office.
Yeah.
They see me coming.
Yeah.
They know when I'm going to come pick up, 8 cases of wax.
They're like, damn, it's a candle lady.
Yeah. I give them candles. I give them merch.
Oh, yeah?
So they seem pretty happy with me for now.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're asking me to get mail at my house now, which is hard
Oh, yeah.
because you have to pay for it
Yeah.
because everything goes to a P.O. box. But I think I could scale a couple more times to keep it local.
Local.
Yeah.
And by that time, by the other scale, then it's like doesn't matter because you're just making that money where.
I think my next step would have to be one, getting a bigger space or clearing out something in my house. So right now it started on my kitchen counter. Then I went to our dining room table. And then I went to, a folding table. And then we ended up clearing a spare bedroom. And so now that spare bedroom is just lined with tables and wax melters. So I can do 100 pounds of wax at a time. And that's my shipping center. That's everything. And so we're almost outgrowing that now.
So you're doing all this yourself right now with your partner. Have you ever thought of maybe getting like some kind of like high school kid? Because when you say that stuff, like I think it's
Actually
like
might
it'd be
be
cool
smart.
to like get like my kid in there,
Yeah.
so he can kind of learn that stuff and
There's
just,
I have thought about it, and a lot of people have offered me their kids
yeah.
for
That's what I was saying. My kid, but we live way down here, so
yeah minimum wage and candles.
yeah.
But then it goes back to like I'm such a perfectionist
Right.
that I'm if this label's crooked, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I don't know if I can't get a 40-year-old man to help me put labels on straight, then I worry about like a high school kid.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to yell at him than a kid.
Yeah. True. For sure.
True.
It's like, Dad, I don't want to go back. She like yelled at me,
Yeah. She beats me sometimes.
and then she
crazy,
starts
can't
yelling in
believe it.
Korean.
Yeah.
You know Korean?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
I could learn.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I'll ask my mom when she yells at me.
Yeah.
Your parents live here? Yeah,
Back on the East Coast.
On the East Coast. So you go back there a lot?
No, I'm actually going in March to surprise her for her birthday.
Oh, nice.
I haven't
fun.
seen her in years.
Well, I mean, I hate to ruin the surprise, but she listens to the podcast and
I'll
now
show
she
her
knows.
afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, it's next month.
Yeah. So you're big on your Korean background?
Only the food, and then the
I feel you on
obviously,
that.
Asian jokes.
Korean barbecue?
Oh heck yeah!
It's probably not even real Korean, but they say it. I love it.
Have you been to Arario in Reno? It's
No.
Korean fusion. They have these kimchi fries that are amazing.
I'm not the biggest kimchi fan. So that's how you know I'm not Korean.
Yeah.
Well,
But I like the meats, the spare ribs.
Yeah.
Like
sauces.
the sauces for
Who
sure.
doesn't love the meats?
Megan.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Big Korean candle coming.
It smells like getting beat as a child in math flashcards.
Smells like never living up to your parents' expectations.
And then looking like Yoda when you turn 60.
That's funny.
What'd you say on that one?
Looking like Yoda when you turn 60. I'll be okay until I'm like 60, and then it's going to turn into a raisin.
Maybe.
Maybe. There's a lot of Botox in this face.
I think there's a lot of good Korean women still, like older. I think she looks
good
pretty
looking?
good.
Yeah.
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 So I think you're good.
Okay, thanks.
Just think positive thoughts. Don't,
Yeah. Well, if I let the rage out on the candles, then
Yeah.
I won't get wrinkles.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's how that works.
Have you ever bottled a candle and like yelled in it and then sealed it real quick? So like if I open it, it'll like yell when I open it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I saw it on Instagram once.
I wonder if I could sell that online. I wonder if that'd do better than farts in a jar.
I knew. I don't know. That'd be hard to beat.
You remember that girl that was selling bath water? Her bath water?
Oh, no.
No. It was like a streamer girl that became like a OnlyFans girl type deal. She was like super big in the anime, making herself look Asian type
like
deal.
cosplay
Yeah,
type?
that Belle Delphine, I think her name was.
Thanks.
And she would bathe in the water and then bottle it, and dudes were buying it.
Get that money. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure she we talked about it way back in the day with Roger, but pretty sure she's like made over $1 million just off of that.
Probably. People are into weird stuff.
Oh, man.
And that's when we're like, hey man, I wish I was a girl.
Yeah.
I'd do some weird stuff like
Why'd I
that.
go to college?
Exactly.
I know. Waste of money.
Waste of money and time. Could be bottling bathwater and farts.
Yep.
I'm killing it
Yeah.
on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Buy my own health insurance.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
It's all right.
We
You
talk
gotta-
about this all the time.
I know.
Yeah. See, yeah, you got to plan ahead now when you're a female
Yeah.
with that stuff.
Guys don't have this problem.
Well, I don't know if it's a problem though.
Guys don't have this opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's exactly what it is. We don't have the opportunity.
Yeah. Look at the silver lining.
Yeah. I actually got to have talent, which I don't,
Yeah.
to do good. Girls, no offense, sometimes don't need talent.
That's true. Yeah.
Are you big on, I know you like have the Instagram and you do all that, but are you big on the other social medias? No.
I don't have time, and
No TikToks.
I feel like I'm too old now. You know, it's like hard for me to.
I don't even want to ask you your age.
I'm 38.
And she's old.
See?
Are you, you're older than her?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Rude.
Yeah, you're so rude.
I'm only 1 year older, so I'm not offended. Because I feel ancient anyway.
I turned 39 in May.
We'll be the same age for like 1 month.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
I'll still be older than you.
Mimas unite.
Yeah.
Um,
He's over 40.
Oh,
oh my
very good.
God.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to out you there.
Hanging with the middle-aged boys.
Not there yet. I don't feel that though, if that makes a difference.
Mentally, probably not.
Do you feel like you have a hard time keeping up with like TikTok and things like that?
No.
Oh,
But you've always been really like savvy.
See, that's what I'm saying. When you're like, oh, I'm too old for it. I'm like,
Well, I don't know, to learn it, it's daunting, you know, to learn a whole new platform, especially like for me, I've been doing Instagram for however long. I feel like right when that started, I already started to steer away from Facebook. So then now after that long to be like, let me learn TikTok when I feel like I don't need that in my life. You know what I mean?
I don't think
a
it's the inability to learn it. I think it's the your age is showing where you're cranky. I think it's the crankiness of
well, I
like,
was born
what,
cranky.
you know, and like I don't have that.
I think I don't feel like putting the energy into learning it. How about that?
Yeah.
there's so many dances. I can't keep up with these kids.
Yeah.
My neck hurts all the time.
Because you snowmobile.
Yeah. I snowmobile poorly. I keep falling.
Yeah,
That's
don't
my
do
problem.
Better than falling on a dirt bike though.
But I will say, I know the like TikTok is really big with like the TikTok store and people going on there and buying
How does
it.
that work?
I have a buddy that has a company, and he's probably roughly around the same time you started, and he kills it over on TikTok.
Does it, like, if you're selling something at the TikTok shop, is it just linked over to your website?
I think
That's how it works?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a new goal for 2025.
They take a commission at TikTok, though, I'm sure.
I think they do, but it's just that so many eyes are on it and people just watching, and it's so convenient to, like, you'd be doing a live stream and talking and like, hey, check out my new candle I made, whatever, and stuff like that. Click the link and go to my TikTok shop, and they go on there and buy it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's like a thing now where, like, people are like, the TikTok shop.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I know. Yeah, a lot of people that shop.
Yeah, I think it would be great. I mean, a little overwhelming maybe, like you said.
Is TikTok even allowed anymore? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I
was,
thought it got
It was
canceled.
gone for like 6 hours.
Oh,
And then it's back.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a big thing, but, you know, the reason I was saying that stuff is just like the randomness on TikTok. I'll just be scrolling, and then like someone that's live will come up, and it's like they're racing marbles, and I'm like, and I watch it, and I
Down
feel
like a ramp?
yeah, and I feel like such an idiot, but it was actually kind of entertaining, you know. But yeah, basically they put up marbles and they like let them all go at the same time, and they'll name the marble, and then
and see who
they're
wins.
going down these obstacles and see who finishes first. Like, I think like people that have like gambling addictions could probably really get into that, because they'll just like bet on which marble finishes first. But just random things like that. That's just like what you guys are saying is it's crazy how people monetize.
Well, and on that platform, I mean, it's low risk if you were to like delve into that, and there's a big opportunity for a lot more eyes on it. And if it hits 10 people, 20, 30, who knows? Might be worth it.
Is there like a candle niche on TikTok?
Could be. Who knows?
Okay, the wheels are turning.
I'm going to look it up right when we get off air, and then
Yeah.
we'll see.
He'll help you.
There might be.
The hamster wheel is spinning. It's a whole new market I didn't even think about.
Yeah.
Didn't even know existed.
And then hopefully something pisses you off within the research, and then you'll just grab it by the horns and
Yeah.
go.
New best-selling candle.
Yeah.
Based on my rage of the TikTok shop.
I think me and Meg should do a collab candle with you.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
What is it going to smell like?
Kind of like this locals only. I like it. It's good. I'm
Okay.
not lying.
But that would be like a 1 cent I pick and
Yeah.
you pick that go together in one candle.
Yeah, and then one thing you hate and one thing I hate to make it
Oh.
the same. So it's like both of us. you
What
know?
is the thing you hate?
I don't know. I'd have to go off of what Megan thinks.
What do you hate?
I got so many pet peeves that piss me off on a daily basis.
Just do one real quick so I could throw one out there, and then it might not be the best idea, but
Oh, there's this beagle in my neighborhood that I have a vendetta out for, and I love dogs and animals. Mainly, it's just the owners, but they let this beagle out, and you know how a hound barks, and it makes me blood red mad every day. So that's been my current thing. That's like consistently making me mad.
so we call it ain't nothing but a hound dog,
Perfect.
right?
Very good, yeah.
And then
I like it.
scent wise, I'm
Smells like you should shut your dog up.
throw a little rose petals in there.
Okay.
And what do you throw?
What goes with rose petals? Rose and... But see, I like flowery stuff too, so you kind of stole it. Then you don't want flower with flower. That's too much flower.
It'd be very floral.
Grass.
Oh, I was just thinking
And-
grass. Get out of my brain.
Thistle. Make it like unique.
Just where this beagle likes to go out and use the bathroom. On the grass.
That's our candle.
There we
you
go.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Dogs pee on grass. Goes with the dog.
See,
Tied it all in there.
it's gonna be the best seller.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah, thank you for coming in. I learned a lot about the candle making industry, I guess. Not really, because you're above.
Her candle making industry.
Yeah, you're
Thank
above the normal candle industry, and that's what I like. Make sure you guys check out Sierra Soapbox Candle Co. Instagram, website,
Maybe TikTok.
maybe TikTok. You get a candle like this,
Promo code.
$20. Like I said, locals only, smells amazing.
And if you want 20% off, the promo code is FeralAF20.
Feral AF20 for 20% off. Go to the website. Make sure you buy something, especially Valentine's Day is coming up.
Mother's Day is soon.
Yep. Check her out on all her social media, which is the same as the business company. Yeah. Thanks, Hannah, for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.